What's up, Red Wings fans? Welcome inside Little Caesars Arena and to another edition of the Forecheck. I'm Daniella Bruce alongside Ken Kal, or what were we going by? Ken O'Cal today?
Ken O'Cal and Daniella Bruce Patrick.
Bruce Patrick. Check it out. Today is technically Saint Practice Day, right? That's what the kids call it. You're warming up for St. Patrick's Day?
I don't know. You have more experience at it than me, I think. But I did come up with a good Irish joke.
Oh, let's hear it, Ken.
Yeah, what's Irish and stays out all night, do you know?
Besides me, even though I'm not Irish, I don't know. What does, Ken?
Patio furniture. There you go. Good way to start the show.
Don't leave your patio furniture out all night, though, right? Especially if it's raining.
Or snowing. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Not here in Michigan. All right. We're going to get into some Red Wings hockey, Ken. Of course, we're all wearing our green today, celebrating St. Patrick's Day. A little bit early here at Little Caesars Arena. Some of the news that we got out of morning skate this morning is that Bobby Ryan is, in fact, out tonight, so he will miss the game. And Evgeny Svechnikov will be filling in for him. Here is what Coach Blashill had to say about Svechnikov being pulled up.
Well, but one of the reasons that Svech goes back in is because there's a power play spot there, and so we're hoping Svech can fill that. Svech. One of the reasons Svech goes in is because he is a threat to score. He's got a really good shot, and so we're hoping that some of the things that Bobby brings to the table that he can help bring those same things. Bobby, I think it's unfortunate. I think because Bobby he hit a crossbar, I think, or post the other night as well. Again, I think he, feels like he's in a spot to hopefully heat up here, and so being out isn't great. But that's the life of an NHL player.
All right, so the bad news is Bobby Ryan is out, but Ken, the good news is we're going to see Evgeny Svechnikov play against his brother Andre again tonight, and it seems like Coach Blashill has all the confidence in the world that Evgeny can step in and fill in for Bobby Ryan.
Well, he can play on the power play. That's another feature for Svechnikov for Detroit. And he's actually a point-per-game player. And he's got 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists in 5 games played this year. He's a big body, and I don't think the Red Wings will lose a beat with him in the lineup tonight.
We also have to mention that Dylan Larkin is a game-time decision tonight. Coach Blashill said they anticipate Larkin will be in the lineup, but Franz Nielsen was also called up from the taxi squad, so they have him just in case Larkin can't go. Or Ken, do you see the possibility for a 12-6 line? We know the Red Wings have recently been going with 11 forwards and 7 D-men.
It's a possibility, Daniella, but I just think that the Red Wings over the last couple of games with the 11 forwards and the 7 defensemen, and I think it's worked pretty well. I mean, the defensemen have all played pretty well. Nemeth's minutes went down last game. I think he only played 11 and change. But with that said, I think they were all pretty solid back there on the blue line. So, if it's working, why not just go with it, and you go with the 11 forwards and 7D.
I think we said this last time, Ken. Don't fix what isn't broken. The Red Wings have played a few solid games with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen, including Sunday night's game against Carolina. Let's take a look back at what we saw in that game. We'll pick it up in the first period, and we talk about Dylan Larkin being out, a game-time decision tonight. He played a lot of minutes on Sunday, and he made some great scoring chances for himself, but Alex Nedeljkovic was great.
Yeah, he certainly was, and 25 and change for Dylan Larkin as far as ice time. I think a little bit too much for Dylan, but he was out there trying to make things happen, and sometimes maybe on too long of shifts, but honestly, he really had some good opportunities right there, and we saw a couple of chances.
And here we jump to the second period. The Red Wings on the power play, but Zadina with a turnover in the offensive zone, but Carolina was going to capitalize on this one. Dougie Hamilton's first shorthanded goal.
We talk about how good they are on the transition, and right there you make a mistake, and all of a sudden they're back the other way, and Hamilton scoring his first career shorthanded goal, and that point streak continues for him.
That's right, 8 games now, and we're in the third period. Carolina would add to their lead early. It's Nino Niederreiter.
What a shot right there, beating Bernier upstairs, and he's a pretty good sniper there. We talk about Aho and Svechnikov, but you got to look at Niederreiter too. He can pick the corners, and that was a beautiful goal by him.
And you can tell that Bernier wanted that back. He was disappointed that he let that one go by him and into the back of the net. But late in the third period, the Red Wings didn't give up. Anthony Mantha actually scores with seconds left in the game.
We always talk about shooting the puck, get it in front of the net. You never know what's going to happen. And how about Nedeljkovic? He's probably shaking his head saying, 10 seconds away from a shutout, and it goes in off of Aho skating into the net. But, hey, it's a win, and the Carolina Hurricanes continue to roll. But, again, with Anthony Mantha, shoot the puck. You never know what's going to happen. That one went in.
I wonder if Nedeljkovic had a few words with Aho after the game, maybe just joking around like, you owe me a beer or something after that one.
Yeah, he owes him dinner, I think, just for doing that. But that's tough on a goaltender when you lose a shutout after playing so well with just 10 seconds left in the game.
So the Red Wings drop another 1-goal game, and as we mentioned, it was Anthony Mantha that found the score sheet for the Red Wings' only goal of the game. But Anthony Mantha, as of late, has been pretty good. He's been delivering the way we thought Anthony Mantha could deliver. In the last 5 games, he has 5 points, including a 3-point night on Thursday against Tampa Bay.
Certainly warming up, Daniela, and that's a good sign for the Red Wings in the second half of the season. And I just hope it lasts and it continues on a game-by-game basis. I think Anthony understands the fact that if you want to be a top power forward in the National Hockey League, you got to bring your game each and every night. Now, obviously, it's not going to happen. That's human nature. But if you can bring your game consistently and do the things that he can do, he's such a great skater. He's big. He's strong. He can handle the puck. He can pass the puck. He can do it all. And he has to lead the Red Wings offensively, I believe, in the second half.
And he's definitely going to have to without Bobby Ryan in the lineup tonight and Dylan Larkin being a game-time decision. Again, Coach Blashill does anticipate Larkin will be in the lineup, but Mantha's role is probably going to increase tonight.
Right, and that's a good line too. And they're going to help each other out and on those 3 forwards out there. And again, the Red Wings just need to find some offense. I think a lot of times in the opening period they had good opportunities to score from right out in front of the net. Instead, they chose to pass up that scoring opportunity and pass the puck instead of shooting it. And I think it's hard to get into those areas against this Carolina team because they defend so well. So if you get an opportunity tonight, make the best of it, shoot the puck, make the goaltender work.
Definitely, and we're going to look at the Carolina side of things now and their goal scorers, starting with Nino Niederreiter. He has 5 points in 5 games, just like Anthony Mantha does, so he has also been hot. 12 goals on the season, which is leading the team. I think maybe there might be one player that has more goals than him, but he's at the top of the list for Carolina. And last year, he struggled, Ken. We learned from Trip Tracy in the morning skate show that he had 11 goals when the NHL went on pause last March. So he has already eclipsed that benchmark for himself, and he's going to play a big role on this team, especially with some of the injuries that Carolina's facing.
I always liked him, Daniela, even with the Minnesota Wild. And when he came over to the Carolina Hurricanes, he's, as you mentioned, he did struggle a little bit, but now it seems like he's finding his own. And he's just a terrific player, and he's got a good shot. And that one kind of snuck by Bernier that time. As you mentioned, I think Bernier would like to have it back. But goal scorers somehow find the back of the net, and he certainly is a goal scorer for the Carolina Hurricanes.
And Dougie Hamilton scored the other goal, which we saw was a shorthanded goal, the first shorthanded goal of Dougie Hamilton's career, which is hard to believe. But Dougie Hamilton, I think you mentioned this earlier, 8-game point streak for him, and he has 21 points on the season. He has been another player that has really stepped up in the absence of key Carolina players.
High draft choice when he first came into the league for the Boston Bruins and came over to the Carolina Hurricanes. And he's one of those guys that can really lead offense from a defenseman, and we see it right here where he just is quick to bring that puck down the ice, and he's got a player on the far side. Instead, he likes to shoot the puck, and that's what we talk about shooting. You're in a good opportunity right here, and he read the play nicely because he knew that Dylan Larkin, once he slid along the ice, all he had to do was hang on to the puck and shoot it. And good play by Dougie Hamilton. He keeps the streak alive.
And the Red Wings will have another chance at the Carolina Hurricanes tonight, but we know that they are definitely a tough team. They're in a battle for that top spot in the Central Division. Right now, they are ranked second, but that is changing every day, Ken. It seems like a new team is taking that top spot, and their power play is number 1, and they're really strong defensively, too. So all over the board, Carolina is strong.
What I really noticed about the Carolina Hurricanes, Danielle, is they're a very good skating club, and they force you to the outside. They give you very little room on the inside, and if you're going to hurt the team, you're going to have to try to get inside somehow, but they're so quick at covering up right out in front of the net. They get into the passing lanes, and they're really good, as I mentioned, on the transition. If they steal the puck in their own zone, bang, they're out of their own zone and on the attack the other way. They're very quick, and they can hurt you, too, if they get in on odd man rushes inside the offensive zone.
Something else that was noticeable in Sunday night's game was how little time and space Red Wings players had. They were all over the Red Wings, and I think that just speaks to how defensively sound they are.
And they're a good skating club, too.
Yeah.
And again, that power play is just unbelievable. Luckily, the Red Wings did stay out of the penalty box, and the Red Wings were 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. But if you're going to take a lot of penalties in a hockey game, they've scored 8 power play goals, I think, in their last 6 or 7 games. They can hurt you that way.
And they're keeping up all of these numbers without Teuvo Teravainen and Vincent Trocheck, 2 of their top players. I believe this is the last game that Teuvo Teravainen is expected to miss. What will he add for this Carolina team?
Well, he's another offensive weapon that they have. And you look at the guys like Svechnikov and Aho and Niederreiter, and the list goes on and on. They're great offensive players, and you can add Trocheck to the list, and he's always been a Red Wing killer, as we mentioned, and he's a good center iceman. So, they just, once they get healthy, Teravainen and Trocheck, then they're just going to be that much of a stronger team. The other thing I like about them is that their goaltending, you think about it, Peter Mrazek started the season, was really good, and then all of a sudden, Reimer's playing well, and Nedeljkovic is playing well too. So, when one guy goes down, others step up, and that's the sign of a good team.
And sticking to goaltending, it looks like we are going to see James Reimer in net tonight for the Carolina Hurricanes. Are you expecting that we'll see Jonathan Bernier again for the Red Wings?
Yeah, I think so. And he's been playing really well. And I was looking at Jonathan Bernier's numbers. He played 4 of the last 5 games for Detroit and 8 of the last 10. So he's been one of the hotter goaltenders, and he gives the Red Wings the best chance to win at this point.
I think so too, and I think the Red Wings have a very solid chance of winning this game tonight, Ken. They have been better on the second half of back-to-backs, if you want to put it that way. So the second game of 2-game series, they seem to have come out a little stronger.
Daniela, we talk about the good teams in the Central Division, teams like Carolina and Florida and the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Red Wings have held their own against those teams. They beat them all, and it's going to be a good test for the Red Wings tonight. Carolina obviously is on a roll. They just can't seem to pick up any ground because the other teams in the division are winning too. So this is a big game for them, and they want to win this game.
We did mention that we're going to see the battle of the Svechnikovs for the second time this season, and Trip Tracy joined the morning skate show earlier today, and I can tell you he's really excited about this matchup. If either Svech gets a hat trick or a lacrosse goal, $1,000 times 2 from his partner and Trip Tracy, and they're going to donate that to the Jamie Daniels Foundation. How cool is that? But we've got to see a hat trick out of one of the Sveches, and if we do, I really hope it's our Svech.
I'm going to predict right now that Evgeny Svechnikov's going to have the hat trick, and he's going to score a lacrosse goal, one of those goals.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was going to score a hat trick and a goal, so it was going to be 4 goals on the night.
Well, no, just 3, but he'll have the lacrosse goal and the hat trick as well.
Okay, so what happens then? We might have to throw some money in that pot too, Ken.
Well, we'll have to go to the bank and start withdrawing some money, I guess.
Definitely.
For a good cause, too, the Jamie Daniels
Exactly,
Foundation.
a great cause. We'll have to hit up Trip Tracy if that happens. But that does it for this edition of the Forecheck, Ken. You can catch tonight's game on Fox Sports Detroit with pregame starting at 7 p.m., or you can tune in to 97.1 The Ticket and listen to your very own Ken Kale. Also, don't forget to download Hockeytown Home Ice, the home turf app, because we will be on there as well, and you have a chance to win some Red Wings tickets. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, happy St. Patty's Day.